Aquarius, this is your weekly reading. Let's see what do we have for Aquarius. What do we have? Aquarius. Aquarius. Who hurt you? I see that you're trying to avoid your feelings by working on something that could distract you. This something is something that you're passionate about, that you invested in energetically, but I see that you're using that as a way to escape or to prevent your emotions to surface. In a way, it feels like an escape gate, where you're using that profession, that craft, that skill, fueled by your neglected emotions. There is the emotions that you're trying to avoid through being distracted by doing something else. It's like it feels too much to feel, so you're removing yourself from the feelings and focusing on the doing, which is like something you like to do, instead of sitting with those emotions and navigating its source or healing it. It is intense. I see here, it is intense. Whatever that you're feeling, it's valid. If you feel like you're if you feel like your emotions are out of place, they're not. What you're feeling is normal. You are meant to feel that intensely because it means a lot to you deeply. It's okay. You're not wrong to feel them. You just need to realize that what you're feeling is supposed to be intense. So you avoiding or telling yourself, you know, it's not worth it, let me avoid it, let me do something else to distract myself. There is no escape from that. Sooner or later, you will have to face the fact that you need to deal with those emotions. Let those emotions process naturally within you so that you can let go of them, because these are not happy thoughts or happy emotions or happy feelings. These are feelings that make you feel down, that stings your heart. So the sooner you process these feelings, the better. I'm just hearing, they won't go away. They won't go away. So I feel like the sooner you face these feelings, the better for you, Aquarius. Let the normal or natural way of processing it take place. Don't try to control what you do, how you feel, just because you think it's not of significance. If it's not, it wouldn't hurt you that much. You wouldn't need to use a distraction to get you away from those emotions. That's just real talk. And look at that. As I was wanting to shuffle, the sun came out. So this is hope for you. There is hope. On the other side, it looks really bright. So the sooner you acknowledge these emotions and let them be processed the way that they are meant to be processed within you, within your being, or within your being, the sooner the better. Okay. You need to contemplate. If you feel like it's hard to unlock these burdens or to unlock these emotions, to dissect them, to look through them, to find its roots. If you think that's what's happening with you, there is more reason for you to actually do all of the things that I told you. To investigate them, to sit with them, to process them. Because the more intense it is to feel it, the more demand there is to know it, to experience it, to understand it. You cannot avoid something that is intensely calling for your attention. Everything that happens in your life is a sign. It's in its own way. It is calling for your attention because you've been ignoring it for long enough. And that's why it's intensifying until you actually notice how important it is for you to give it attention. Is there anything else Aquarius needs to know? The confusion that you might be feeling about your emotions, or if you don't know how to begin, where to begin with those feelings and emotions that we've talked about, it's okay, you will have clarity soon. You will have clarity soon, but you need to take the first step of realization. You need to take the first step towards bringing your consciousness, bringing your awareness to it, saying that, okay, so these emotions are frequent or they reoccur often. When you notice yourself like that, you already begin the process of sitting with those emotions and understanding them. So if there is confusion where to start, you will have something that will tell you, this is it, begin with this, do this, follow that. Because that's how you will clearly navigate in the fog what needs clearing until you have no fog. Okay. I see a very bright future for you, Aquarius. You will gain a lot of wisdom from this process. A lot of wisdom. This will build character. This will build something that you couldn't imagine yourself accomplishing, which is mastering your emotions or having emotional intelligence over a situation instead of being emotionally involved in a situation. So you will, it's like almost detaching yourself from the emotions and sitting with them as if it's a different entity, because you are not your situation. You are not your situation. What's happening here, you are experiencing emotions through and from and with that situation that you're experiencing. You are not your emotions in that sense, because these emotions are being triggered by the external. And when I said that, it's 11111 on the video timer here, because I take all the readings in one place. But when I noticed that, I had to tell you, this is something that is greater from you, and this is an experience that will help you evolve even more as an air sign, because Aquarians are already so intelligent, but what they lack sometimes, I would say, because it depends on your chart, is the emotional intelligence, the emotional perception, or the emotional entanglement, the emotional wisdom. There you go. So this is what you need to experience. You need to upskill your emotions, or understanding your emotions. Ooh, the stage just turned off and it blew right into my freaking throat. Alright, let's see. Major Arcana for Aquarius, please. Major Arcana for Aquarius. Ooh, look at that. The High Priestess. Oh yes. High Priestess is number 2. Trusting your intuition. Careful reflection before taking action. Insights that come through meditation. You sitting with yourself and those emotions that we just talked about. This is a self-meditation in the sense where you sit and explore and understand where you are when it comes to all your chakras and aligning all your chakras to become one. Whew. I'll see you soon.